Hello there, and welcome to my new series. It's a football manager series, and I'm going Burnley in the Empower Championship, and I am going to get them promoted. But first, let's just show you who I've bought, and who I've sold, and who I've released. So the first person I brought in was Greg Cunningham, a left back from Manchester City. A fairly cheap one, considering he was valued at a lot more than that. A loanee from Manchester City, Abu, loanee, Harry Kane from Tottenham, a free transfer, Martin Creaney. He can play right back and centre back, so I thought it was actually quite a good deal. I need to toughen up the defence, because the defence was just not good enough. Thomas Ronya from Celtic, 2.5 million. I brought in a youngster, which is me. I brought in myself. I brought in Francisco Pavon on a free transfer. I brought in Adlen Guedioura, I think his name is, from Wolves. He was recommended to me for lots of pre-season, and I got him for quite cheap. Mark Wilson on a free transfer from Celtic, although he was already released, so didn't have to pay a fee or anything. A goalkeeper, Peter Galaxy or something, 130,000. He was valued at I think 250,000, so, or something a lot more than that I think. So I got him quite cheap. He's only 22. I needed him to replace Jensen. I think he's 36. So I think he was going to become one of my coaches anyway because he's old. And Marlon Hardwood, I was recommended by someone on Facebook. A Facebook football manager page for Marlon Hardwood, and altogether it cost me 525 million. So I thought I got lots and lots of great players there for quite cheap, so I'm quite happy with that. The players I've released were all really terrible players. They weren't going to grow anyway. Their potential was like 1 star or half star. It's terrible. Marvin Bartley actually went on loan to a Premier League club. So I've done an update where like Reading, West Ham, Southampton are in the Prem, Wolves, Blackburn and Bolton in the Championship, and so often. And so actually it's quite weird from a Championship club to a Premier League club, but they really wanted them. So David Edgar to Charlton for 1.5 million. Had already got lots of the better defenders, as you see now. So I really didn't need him, and he wasn't my best. He was like my 6th choice centre back. So loaned out Daniel Lafferty, a left back. I released Luke Gallagher. I put on Luke O'Neill on loan, Stephen Hewitt on loan, George Porter on loan, Kevin Long on loan, and released Wes Fletcher, John Stewart, James Taylor, Jack Errington, Tommy White, and Jason Gilchrist or whatever. Now on to the fixtures, if I get to them. Right, so pre-season, first one, Burnley reserves, just to get some match fitness around the team, just to see how well they played. 1-0 win, I suppose. It's before I loaned out all the reserves anyway, so. Then Queen of the South, my local team, 3-1 at Queen of the South at Palmerston Park. I'm surprised they even scored against me, to be honest. And then my actual team of support, Celtic, lost 1-0 to them, so I was actually happy. It was fine getting beat by them at Celtic, at Burnley anyway. And then Stirling Albion, kind of thrashed Stirling Albion. I think it was must have been on a Scottish tour or something, because 3 Scottish teams in a row. Accrington Stanley, 3-1. Falkirk, another Scottish team, 2-0. Leicester City, it was the first home game of the season. They finished 2-2, and I'll show you the goals here when it loads up. So I'll just get this up. It's probably going to lag because you try to record Football Manager. Don't know why. It's probably just because I need a better computer. Even though this laptop is capable of running games like Left 4 Dead and Call of Duty and stuff, Yeah, but I'll just show you the goals. Actually, it's alright. I thought it would lag more than this, so. But yeah, Leicester City, they actually do go 1-0 up here, and it's a brilliant goal by Jermaine Beckford. Look at this. I thought, well, it's going to get worse from here, but you know, you have to keep faith in your team. And this was actually really early in the game, 3 minutes or something, 4 minutes of the game or something like that. And then after half time, my team top must have worked because we got a goal back. McCann to Austin, and Austin, brilliant finish into the bottom corner. Brilliant player as well. He's a very key player. He's a key player in my squad this season, so I'm trying to keep him injury free, and I'm trying to. That's why I was trying to sign another striker, a good striker like Harwood, because as you'll see later, Harwood's actually a good choice for a striker. And look at this, Austin, brilliant finish. I don't know how he got past all the players, and it was 2-1 just like that. But as you'll see this month, all the fixtures, it's been very late goals. 85 minutes are over. There's been lots of goals like this, and it's real heartbreaking moments, and then some good moments as well. But Schmeichel boots it right up the pitch. 85 minutes gone. Marshall for Leicester City, and then he passed to Nugent. Delay it, and then it's him. David Nugent scored. I couldn't believe it. Well, 2-2. I had to take that though, because Leicester were kind of all over me in that half, in that whole game, I should say. Now on the second game, Bury, Carling Cup, first round, or Capital One Cup first round, should I say. That'll be changed this season. So we'll get the goals up here. It was a nice win, but it was very, very comfortable first half, so I told them to just control the game in the second half, but unfortunately they let in a goal. So just wait till this loads up. Yep. Junior Stanislas has to play because Patterson was injured, and then a goal that took a dodgy deflection by the centre back Pavon. I actually missed that goal. I was away for the toilet, came back, and it was they actually just scored again. So I had missed the first goal. I just got to catch the second goal. But the centre back I brought in, Pavon, 31 years old. I needed him for experience because Ronya was quite young. He's like 21 years old. Austin, and then pass in exchange was Zavon Hines, and he just loops it over the goalkeeper for a brilliant goal. Zavon Hines, and it was his first ever goal because he has just transferred to them from West Ham. So I felt quite good for playing him in this match. And then a free kick. It just hit. A brilliant goal by Guidiaura, or whatever you call him. I won't call him that. Brilliant finish from the free kick. He is a player who I'm going to try and train, because he always takes long shots when he doesn't need to take long shots. But he does anyway, but they never come off. But that free kick was and then this terrible defending, which you can't really say much to them, because it's a completely new back four. None of these players have played with each other before, so I had to give them time to gel in with each other. So I couldn't really argue with that one. And then, as you'll see, another 2-2 draw. Birmingham next, and it was away. So, yep. I thought I was actually going to get beat in this one, because Birmingham were so good at passing the ball and getting the ball forward, and my goalkeeper didn't make a lot of good saves. So, choose goals. And I think we actually did score first. Junior Stanislas takes the ball, and then Austin, look at this for a finish. Brilliant goal. Charlie Austin got his third of the season here. But it wasn't to be for much longer, because a couple of minutes later, Birmingham actually got a goal back, should I say. Wait there to drink a water. Nikolai Zigic thrashing it forward for Marlon King, should I say. Look at a goalkeeper, what was he doing there? Marlon King scored 1-1 before half time. I was actually criticising Marlon King before that goal, but then just after half time, look what happens here. Chris Burke takes the ball. Pugh gets it to Spector, gets a foul for Zigic, and then smashes it top into the roof of the net. So I thought it was actually going to be about 3-4-1, but it wasn't to be. Burnley were to come back. Goalkeeper collects the ball, and I think he just passes out to the flanks, and he does. And that's when I told him to exploit the flanks, and they did that. Ross Wallace gets it to McCann, McCann back to Wallace, and then exchanging passes here. Very good passing. Wallace ran with the ball, and then right over to Stanislas, who volleys it into the back of the net. And it was 2-2. So that was that game. And then Derby, first home, no, our second home game of the season, should I say. And it was another 2-2 draw. Why does it take so long? First goal, Mark Wilson actually throw in. Guidi over Mark Wilson crosses it in, and Cunningham, of all people, hits the keeper, hits the post and goes in. It was his first ever goal for the club. So it was actually claimed for a handball there, so I don't know if that was a hand of God moment from Cunningham. Could have been. Second goal was to Derby, and it was just a couple of minutes after I had scored. Theo Robinson. It was Theo Robinson. It was a great goal as well. Look at this. Toe pokes it. I think the keeper actually gets a touch to that one as well. And there was nothing. Well, I don't know why I played Galaxy. Because he could only palm that one in. And then Bryson, Hendrick, and the keeper again letting Robinson score. So I think I'm going to stick with Lee Grant for a couple of matches and see how he does. And in the cup games, give Galaxy a go. So that's what he's doing. But 2-1 to them, and then what happens? Another late goal. By this time it was for me. Wordsworth was actually a target for me. I was going to go for him, but I didn't. Tyson exchange passes, gives it away to Abu, Cunningham, and then Ronyo puts it up to Stanislas. Look at this for passing. Great passing. Only when they play well they can do this. Great passing, should I say. And Zavon Hines gets his second goal from him, his first in the league. Counter attacking it was. and it was very late in the game, 87th minute, so I felt quite chuffed for it. And then another draw in the league, 1-1. I still haven't won a game this season. Against Charlton and all. Oh, this was a heartbreaker. I think this is the game where they scored in the 93rd minute. I think this is it. So let's go. Goalkeeper kicks it all the way up though, just before half time. McCann, Guardiola, he's actually a vital centre midfielder in my season. But Austin, could you doubt it? No, you couldn't. 4th goal for me this season. Charlie Austin, he was on fire. It's a great finish. He can score with both feet. And then this, I think, yep, 93rd, 94th minute. Kieran Trippier, I don't know why I just didn't leave it to go out, but I knew this was going in, and Hughes, he finished it well. Hughes has scored, and I had my hands in my head, and I was distraught. But you just have to take them on the chin. The players, I've only had like 5-6 games. They play with each other. They've only played with each other. Jesus Christ. They've not had time to gel yet, but the second round in the Capital One Cup was MK Dons away, and the person who predicts the matches at the start, he said that it was going to be a narrow win for me at the most, so I was quite happy to see my Burnley team gub them. Actually, this was a great game for Patterson. It's his first game for me, and he got his first goal of the season there. I think he actually scores twice and sets up a goal, so I think he did deserve it. But straight from the kick-off, look at this. Another goal. Oh, Bowditch is actually a player I signed in FIFA on my Ultimate Team. He's actually a very, very good player as a striker. Look at that. Pavon, the centre-back, setting up Tracy to run down the wing. Not the fastest player, but he still gets a great delivery in for... Well, I actually thought Patterson had finished that, but look at that. Oh yes, I remember this. Guardiola, great finish, right along the ground. No finishing, no saving that. Too much pace in the ball, and I think that was his first goal for me. No, his second goal for me, actually, should I say. He scored the free kick. So, and then this was actually a counter-attack. They tried to head it out. It was collected, tackled. Oh, I remember this. This is when Chadwick thought, I'm going to swing this one in, see what happens. But then this is a counter-attack. Kane onto Patterson. And you look at this. Oh, I remember this goal. Great finish, absolutely astounding finish with his left foot. Look at that. That's why I'm going to start playing him more often, because Stanislas, he has been good for me, but I'm going to have to mix them around, rotate them around in the squad. So yeah, I wasn't finished there though. One more goal. Another mistake from MK Dons. It's in brought on Marvin Harwood, who was struggling for match fitness. He was like 60% match fitness, and Kieran Trippier as well, 60% match fitness. But Harwood exchanging passes with Kane, and then Patterson has had a really great game, and this passing from Burnley. Look at this for a finish from Harwood though. On his first game for me, on as a substitute for, I think it was Charlie Austin, and a very good goal on his debut, as you see down there. And that was his first game, and the last game was another draw, 0-0, so no highlights there, no goals to see. So I haven't won a game in the league, but I'm through to the third round of the Capital One Cup to play Hull, as you'll see down there. And I think I'm going to play I proposed a friendly to Shamrock Rovers in September, but I've not got a game for 10 days. So, yep, I want to keep the fitness up for the Leeds game because it's on. It's our first TV game, and I want us to win. We as well. So, got quite a lot of tough fixtures coming up soon, especially Bolton. And Leeds are as well, and Hull. That'll be a tricky one since I haven't beat a championship side or lost a championship side this season. Crystal Palace could be difficult. Cardiff, who are high flying in the league this season, although they could flop from there to there. It was a very long time between October and September. So this is our first game. This is our first video in this season. Burnley. Yep. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.